Splatterhouse was originally released in 1988 and it's from Namco. Yep, the same Namco who brought us Ridge Racer and Tekken. The story is quite a strange one, to be honest. Our main hero Rick is in the woods with his girlfriend Jennifer when suddenly a violent storm breaks out. The couple seeks shelter in a very strange looking mansion. Next thing you know, Rick blacks out and Jennifer screams her head off. For some strange unknown reason, a mask comes down and lands on Rick, turning him into, yes, you guessed it, the main guy who walks around smacking the crap out of all the monsters and demons within the mansion. Very strange. As far as games go, Splatterhouse is a little bit on the slow side, but back in the day it was considered quite interesting. The thing that makes this game more interesting than others though, is the fact that when you smack the monsters, they splat. Yes, that's right. You got blood splattered all over the place. Zombies, disemboweled bits of body, everything is in here. Yes, a very gruesome game. So all those kids who thought Mortal Kombat was the first gruesome game were way wrong. Like the Sharp X68000, the FM Towns was also home to many great arcade ports, and Splatterhouse is one of them. Upon first glance it looks to be arcade perfect, but there are a few differences here and there. Most notably, the screen resolution. This game is played pretty much in a box. While it's not too noticeable on the main stages, you will notice when you come to the boss fights. For example, the first boss room where you fight the fetuses, in the arcade and other home versions, you can see the whole room as just one static image on the screen, but on the FM Towns version, you have to actually scroll the screen to get the whole view of the room. Another thing which is slightly disappointing is that many FM Towns games came with remixed soundtracks, so I was really hoping for the great remixed version of the Splatterhouse soundtrack, but unfortunately we just get the basic arcade soundtrack. While it's still great, I really would have liked the remix soundtrack for this game. Just imagine how cool it could have sounded. Now for the PC Engine, this version of Splatterhouse isn't that bad. Sure, it doesn't look as good as the other versions, but that's because it is running on a much weaker system. But for the system it is running on, it is pretty impressive. All the levels are in there and most of the enemies attack in the same pattern as well. In fact, you could say that this was a little mini version of the arcade machine. The North American TurboGrafx version of this game is extremely censored. All the religious icons have been taken out, the church has no altar in it, the blood seems to be a little bit more toned down, and Rick's mask has also been changed to make it look a little bit less than Jason's mask from Friday the 13th. Basically, this seems to be an emulation of the arcade game, but I could have sworn it has a few graphical touches which are not present in the arcade version. Maybe it is emulated and it's just been touched up here and there, who knows. But you can actually choose different resolutions to run the game in as well. I'm currently running it in wide mode, but as you can see it's not true widescreen, but as you can see it does fill up the screen a little bit more than the standard 4x3 mode. So there you could see 4 official versions of Splatterhouse. Which version do you think is the best? Let's take a look at them all running side by side.